Hello there, welcome back to the channel. This is Nerd World Empire, and we're going back to the 23rd century. In 2268, the crew of the USS Enterprise NCC 1701, under the command of Captain James Tiberius Kirk, would encounter a particularly unusual alien species. Two individuals, one claiming to be a law enforcement officer and the other accused of being some kind of terrorist. These were the Cherons, for lack of a better name. They were the people of Cheron, a planet that was unknown to the Federation at the time, but was extremely technologically advanced. It turns out that their race were also extremely long-lived. Their exact lifespan was unknown, but Bao had been chasing his prey for 50,000 years across the galaxy. The species had extremely advanced propulsion systems, as well as advanced cloaking technology, which masked their presence to other races. This race, though, had an inherent flaw, in that they were a very racially divided species. You see, the basic background of these two individuals was one was a rebel upriser against the oppressive others, and we'll get to that in a moment. This race, though, were, despite their problems, an extremely sophisticated, technologically advanced race, who possessed technology far in advance of that of the Federation. In fact, the technology carried upon their person was able to completely overwhelm all the systems and technology of a Constitution-class starship and bring it to heel. They possessed personal shields that could disperse any known weapon, any known type of sensor, and pretty much made them immune to being bothered by a lower race like humans. It made them basically undetectable and untouchable, but could also be used as a weapon against others. And as I said, they could also use their same technology to overwhelm the systems of a Federation Constitution-class starship, which they did. They insisted, more accurately, insisted that Kirk take them back to their homeworld of Cheron for his prey to meet justice at the hands of the Commission for Political Traitors. You see, their race were divided. They were black, for as simple a difference as skin color, black and white, but not in the way humans were. One was black down the right side, the other black down the left side. And this was meant to be a racial difference that meant that one was superior to the other, even referring to each other as half black or half white. They also referred to monotones, or sort of races not like themselves who only had one skin pigmentation, and saw them as generally inferior and were racist towards them in general. This was not the best way to build bridges and make friends in deep space. It turns out that regrettably sometime in the past their species had wiped itself out during a civil war, and while these two individuals were off chasing each other around the galaxy, their race had gone extinct, unable to learn from their mistakes, despite Kirk and crew attempting to basically tell them that their ancestors were likely once of one color and that their species had destroyed itself because of this petty difference. They were unwilling to listen, not willing to return to the Federation or get over their differences. Instead, they would beam to the surface and continue to fight their apparently endless battle. Who came out on top is unknown, but unless they killed each other, one of them eventually did come out on top, and I assume whoever was the last to die died with a great satisfaction of knowing that their race was superior. Well done, you. Your entire civilization, your whole world is dead, but you were better for it. It's an unfortunate case of a race not being able to get over its inherent racial and social biases that likely predated any sophisticated written word or advanced culture that had helped them build up to the great civilization that they had eventually become. All of it was forgotten. They weren't even known to the Federation, so literally nothing of this race had pretty much survived. It's likely that there was follow-ups by Starfleet and the Federation returning to this world in subsequent years, but generally speaking, they were an unknown. We know practically nothing about them, their achievements, their failings. All we know about them is they couldn't see past the colour on their skin. Very unfortunate. And that, unfortunately, was the people of Cheron. I just want to take this moment to thank you for watching that video. If you liked what you saw, please check out my social links in the description box below to Instagram and Twitter and others, and also is down there a link to my Patreon page where you can support this channel and the others as I try to grow this franchise and do this more regularly. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, thank you for watching, and bye bye.